Alright, I don't do too many optic reviews, but since I'm here and I got this already on the GX4, I'm going to go ahead and do just a separate review on the Riton 3 uh, multi-reticle optic system, whatever the hell the nomenclature is on this, but it's the Riton 3 something 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 2, but it is 3 MOA red dot, and it is auto on, auto off, shake awake, all that fun stuff. But it is also auto brightness. So the auto adjust brightness, and adjusts depending on the lighting in your house, outside, whatever. And all in all, this is a decent optic. It is fairly cheap price. I think they run about $100. I got this with the Toro, the Taurus GX4 promotion. So I got the GX4 Taurus upper slide with this for $200. You really can't beat that. So basically, that normally runs $150. For an extra $50, $200. I got the optic. So can't really beat that. But let me just say why this isn't the right optic for me. So this isn't the right optic for me because I live in Arizona, and this auto brightness just doesn't do it for me. The Holosuns have the auto brightness as well, and I never use them. I always set my my brightness to what I can deal with on the outside. I don't crank it all the way up. I have it to the minimum so that it's not, I don't even like that extra glow, the extra burst on the outside of your dot, or your the ring, or whatever you use. I don't like that extra even in the sunlight. Holosuns can get really bright, and some of the other red dots can get extremely bright. So I turn it to where it's manageable in the daylight, and then when I get inside, I'll adjust it a little bit and then take it back outside and see and make sure everything's all good. But if it's inside the house, I'll just deal with it inside the house. I'd rather deal with it in the low light than deal with it outside. And so, I mean, yeah, so that's just the way it is. You people may argue you got to get it right, the right brightness inside so that you don't blind yourself and you can see. I mean, you're in your own home most of the time where that may happen. You should know your area of your house, so you should kind of know where your family's at, where your kids at, where your wife's at. If somebody's coming through the front door, the back door, whatever. If you have a dog, the dog should be able to alert you of this ahead of time. So that really shouldn't be an issue. If the bad dude is kicking in your door and he's coming through the front door, then it should be not a big thing to just put that brightness center mass on him and just get to work. Or if they're kicking in your back door, your daughter's window, I mean, that happens. It ain't happening at my house, I tell you that much, because it just ain't happening at my house. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. First of all, the dog's gonna let me know, then the dog's gonna get to work, and then I'm gonna get to work. So that's not happening at this guy's house. But anyway, didn't mean to get off on that. But so the brightness works indoors, don't get me wrong. So if you're going to keep this written inside the house, it would be just perfect. But out here in the Arizona sunlight, it just doesn't work. So let me see if I could we're unloaded. I've been messing around with this. So let's just see if we could see this the dot in the shade here. Let's see. I think we can. Where is the dot at? See, it's a little hard to see. Yeah. There we go. I think you can see it. It isn't very big. I mean, it's not very. Even with the camera, you can't pick it up that great. Are we seeing it? There you go. You can see it on the green right there, going left to right. Not very bright. So let me see if we can spin this around in the sunlight, and I don't think I'll be able to. Let me turn the camera around. All right, I don't know if you could see it flickering, but yeah, I guess that's that refresh rate or whatever ain't that great either. But either way, to me it don't look bright, and I'm trying to stare through the damn camera. But trust me, now let me see. I'm picking it up. Let me go ahead and try to just put it on the cardboard. You're not gonna be able to see it, but let me try to put it on the cardboard through my eyes. It's decent, but the problem is, let me go ahead and swing back. So the problem is when this thing has been under your shirt, your hoodie, your sweater, whatever, and I guess it adjusts to the the darker lighting conditions. So when you do come out, it's probably a little bit lower than it needs to be. So anyway, I ran some drills. Check out the GX4 EDC updated version of the video that's dropping around the same time as this, or one of my, yeah, you'll see the icon of the picture, so it's there. So check that video out, and you'll see that I was complaining during the drills that I just couldn't find the dot fast enough. So it's just a problem for me out here in Arizona, like I said. So it's not a half bad optic. If you need something, buy something for the gun, and you're gonna keep that gun. People don't take their guns outside. If you're gonna take this to the indoor range, if you're gonna buy a gun for home protection, and you bought this setup or any other setup that has this optic, and you took it to the indoor range, even if you took it outside and zeroed it, and you were able to deal with that, and this gun goes back to the house and never leaves the house, this would be just fine. It would be more than enough. I would say you would periodically, you're gonna need to check your battery, and then when you take the screws back out and put the new battery in, you're gonna I don't know if it holds zero, so you're gonna want to take it back out and recheck the zero. Now, the good thing about these optics is a lot of them come zeroed at 25 yards. A lot of people don't check that, or they don't put it on right. So that's make sure you have it squared up and it's on there properly, and then take it, and if you can hit and see out to 25 yards, get you one of them nice sticky targets. Let me see, I got one right here. They got the little yeah. Get you one of these splatter targets. You get them at Walmart, the 4-inch ones. You can get them anywhere. I get them off of Amazon. I think we've got them off of eBay. So when you hit this, it splatters with the background color. I believe it's the green, so you can see where you hit, and then you can line the red up with the red and all that. So this would be a good for you to use the zero on, so you could, at that distance, you could probably still see where the hits are impacting. But put it on, try to get it out to 25 yards to get the zero on it, and it should be close. It should be dialed in. This one's been dialed in. It was pretty close. I tweaked it slightly for my own preference, and my other ones have come pretty much at 25. But this is a decent optic. It's fairly recommended. If you're gonna keep this inside, yes, I'd recommend it. But I'd also recommend you need to be checking your battery, and you need to be checking everything, and you need to make sure it is zeroed to your ammunition and your gun. If you're gonna carry this as an EDC outside and you live in Arizona or somewhere else where it's real bright, I do not recommend this. I will not be carrying this this optic on this gun outside of my house. I'm gonna take this off actually, but this is just fine for a home defense gun. A lot of people have home defense pistols that they bought in the last years after the world turned into zombies. People turned into zombies in 2020 and are just getting worse. Zombies are breaking into your house nowadays, so check the news or the YouTubes. So if you were gonna keep this gun with this optic, or a gun with this optic, yeah, it would be just perfect for the price. You don't need to go spend a lot of money. This whole deal, you can get the Toro for under $300. A lot of times they have rebates, and you get this optic for another within $100, less than $400. You could probably have this same setup right here. and it would just be fine for something that you would keep inside the house, and that's it. But I don't recommend you take this optic outdoors. I won't take this optic outdoors. I won't be taking this optic outdoors. So if you live in Arizona, this is not the right optic for you to EDC. But if you live anywhere else where it's not that bright, then by all means, go ahead. I mean, I'm not telling you not to buy it, but I wouldn't trust it personally. For myself, I wouldn't trust it anywhere other than outdoors. Inside, I have been doing quite a bit of dry fire with it and testing it, and I did like it. It is decent. The glass is pretty clear. The dot is pretty crisp. I don't know. I use glasses all the time, so everybody has the astigmatisms. The whole world's got astigmatisms. Once they figure it out, it's like anxiety. Once you figured out anxiety was a thing, everybody had anxiety. Remember that? You know, it's like, I got anxiety. Yeah, well, I literally got astigmatism, and I'm not saying that the dot gets like a starburst. The dot looks like a dash for me. When my glasses aren't on, it looks like a dash. Like when you put two words together, and you got the one word and then the next word, and you got the dash in between. That's what it looks like indoors when I don't have my glasses. So what people don't know is if you don't stare at the dot, it won't be as starburst. It'll be better because you're not supposed to be staring at the dot. You're supposed to be looking at the target. And another thing, if it's starbursting inside the house, take the damn dot and the optic outside. You won't see it. It won't be the same thing. So if it's all blurry and starburst and I don't see a perfect circle, yeah, take the damn thing outside and check it outside, and you will have a better looking circle. You won't have the funny looking star shape. So take it outside. Don't stare at the dot like it's a front sight. Stare at what the target is, and that starburst is going to go away. Your astigmatism is going to be fixed. So you didn't even need to see the doctor. You just send me the money and I'll fix you. So another way to deal with your buying the right optic for your astigmatism is get your damn glasses. Get your glasses, put your glasses on, get your eyes fixed, whatever. But anyway, off that ramble. Not recommended for Arizona. Not recommended for outdoors. This would be just fine indoors. So yeah, it's not that great of an optic, but I'm not gonna bang on it anymore. I'm just gonna put the Holosun on this. So, all right, thank you.